Las Palmas hosted Girona in week 11. It was a first home game for Diego Martinez, and there was an honorary kickoff taken by Armide Soliveres, the 22-year-old who is from Gran Canaria de Las Palmas and who recently became the first Spanish world champion bodyboarder. Las Palmas played the match in pink for World Breast Cancer Awareness Day, and the first chance of the game was for Selva Clua, who was making his first start in LaLiga, the 19-year-old forcing an early save from Jasper Cillessen. And then Girona thought they'd taken the lead. It was Donny van der Beek who put the ball in the back of the net and was celebrating his first goal in La Liga. However, his 6th-minute strike was disallowed. Arnau with the cross, Miovski with the assist, but Miovski was penalised for that hand in the face of Alex Suarez, and so disappointment for Girona. The goal did not stand. In the first half there were relatively few chances. This was Arnau Janjuma going for goal from long distance. He was unable to test Cillessen. Both of these teams came into this match having picked up really important wins. For Las Palmas, they had won on the Monday night away at Valencia, their first win of the season, their first win since February, in what was Diego Martinez's first game in charge since replacing Luis Carrion. Alex Munoz had scored in that win at Mestalla. He volleyed off target with a very difficult chance, and then there was a key double save from Cillessen. This was a big moment in the game on 26 minutes. Jasper Cillessen initially keeping out the effort from Arnau Martinez and then from Miguel Gutierrez. In this match, Las Palmas were able to keep their first clean sheet of the season, and the excellent goalkeeping of Cillessen helped them do that. Girona, on the Tuesday ahead of this game, had won in the Champions League for the first time, beating Slovan Bratislava 2-0 at home. But they were missing a number of key players through injury. Tsigankov, Ruiz, Asprilla, Romeo, Gil, Martin and Portu, all out for Michel's side, who were on the back foot. Kirian Rodriguez went for goal from range, and then before half-time, Alejandro Frances joined the long injury list. He hobbled off before the break, and before Michel could make the substitution to replace him, whilst Girona were playing with 10, Alex Munoz scored the only goal of the game. His 3rd goal of the season. And this was the winning goal from the left back. The cross came in from Viti Rosada. Fabio Silva was competing, trying to get his head to the ball, and the cross ran through for Munoz, the former Levante defender, who had scored in the win at Mestalla earlier in the week and finished really well. A low and powerful drive beyond Gazzaniga to put Las Palmas in front just before half-time, and just before Girona had brought on Papa Ba, the 20-year-old from Senegal, to replace Frances and make his first team debut, his La Liga debut. Las Palmas hadn't won at home all season, but in the second half they were able to restrict Girona to relatively few chances. This was one of the best opportunities 10 minutes after half-time for Bojan Miovski, who headed straight at Sillessen. But thereafter, Girona carried relatively little threat, and if anything, it looked more likely that Las Palmas would score again. Moledo had another good match, and he was a threat throughout the second half as the rain began to fall at the Estadio Gran Canaria. Las Palmas were missing Adnan Januzaj for this match. Diego Martinez made his first changes just before the hour mark, bringing on Javi Munoz and Sandro Ramirez. And it was Moledo who hit the target from just outside the penalty area. Comfortable save for Gazzaniga. But the Canary Islanders were heading towards their second win of the season, having gone 23 league games without a victory before Martinez took charge. Miguel Gutierrez made a vital block here after a wonderful move from Las Palmas. Dario Esugo with the pass for Sandro. He couldn't pick out a teammate. Daley Blind came on in the midfield, replacing Selvi. And it was Miguel Gutierrez who had scored against Slovan Bratislava midweek, who tried to equalise with this strike that took a little deflection and flew just over the top. And then from even further out, Arnau sent an effort wide. It was a disappointing game for Girona, whose domestic struggles continue. Just one win from the last 7 league games after this result. Ollie McBurney replaced Fabio Silva in attack with 20 minutes remaining. And there were a flurry of cards towards the end of the game. Van der Beek was yellow carded on 72 minutes for that pull on the shirt of Dario Esugo. And Moledo was again a threat, forcing another stop from Gazzaniga. The referee, Quintero Gonzalez, then produced a red card for Girona's substitute goalkeeper, Juan Carlos Martin. The challenges were flying in thick and fast on the turf. Miovski went down, Juan Carlos was sent off. And then Arnau Martinez gave the ball away, and Sandro teed up Moledo, who had a golden chance to make it 2-0 with 11 minutes remaining. And that would have put the 3 points beyond doubt, but Moledo couldn't quite finish. Pressure from Sandro, who blocked Arnau's pass, then teed up the number 10, who was looking for his 5th goal of the season and so nearly found it, his effort grazing the outside of the post. Mika Marmol and Jaime Mata came on with 5 minutes remaining. Diego Martinez's players very effectively closed out the match without any real scare in truth, and this victory lifts them temporarily at least out of the relegation zone. A really impressive start since the change in manager. Martinez with 2 wins from 2 games since replacing Luis Carrion. Las Palmas had not won back-to-back league games since January. There was another injury for Girona. Arnau caught on the chin by the leg of McBurney, and there was bleeding from the face. And Arnau had to be replaced. There was another red card, this time for a member of Michel's technical staff. All in all, a bad day at the office for Girona, who could not find an equalising goal. Krejci went down late on, complained about the lack of a penalty, and he was yellow carded. And Las Palmas were able to celebrate a really good win, their 2nd of the season, their 1st on home soil. They never added a 2nd goal. Sandro had a chance. He lost his balance and then rather unfortunately was yellow carded. But there was joy at full time for the players in pink and for the supporters who were able to celebrate this win. It finished Las Palmas 1, Girona 0.